I'm in my cold weather gear today. It chilled off a lot last night, and I kind of accidentally fell asleep with my tent door wide open, so all that nice cool air kind of woke me up in the middle of the night. The Coast Guard search last night, they left maybe 11. It's the last time I heard the helicopter, so it was dark, and I didn't hear anything else on the radio after I talked to them. So I hopefully either it was a false alarm or they found the people or something. I don't know. It's always scary stuff like that. So I'm gonna be paddling right through the area they were searching. I'm gonna stop by some of the boats and see if I can glean any information off of them. Oh, that works swimmingly. The only problem with being on land for a few days is that at least here, all of your equipment gets covered in bugs. Neitherville. So I just talked to a couple on one of these cruisers here, and they're saying that the search last night was most likely a false alarm, is that the sailboat that dragged anchor, or broke anchor or whatever, and was drifting, got towed in, but then earlier someone had seen a few people swimming near the boat, but then they were gone. So then apparently someone else came along later and said they saw a skiff show up and pick them up. So it seems like it was just the overcautious thing, so that makes me feel a lot better. Ooh, there's a nice first craft. Big one. This is the best downwind I've had this whole trip. I was just steering with a little bit of rudder angle, not even rotating. Just that. That's all I'm doing. Great. Yeah, the winds are funny around here because all these islands kind of interlace. And they go generally northwest to southeast. So the wind is almost always flowing up or down these channels. And it can make days very quick or very long, depending on just how the wind's blowing, because it'll either always be on your tail or always on your nose. I was not expecting that, though. Woohoo! Flying now. Bye-bye, Cheneaux. Love you! So this is the west entrance of the Cheneaux.
Yeah.
We got Point Bruley over here on the mainland, and then Coates Point over there on Marquette Island. This is the main western entrance into the island chain. Back out onto open Lake Huron. Off the water for the day. I found a great little spot in Search Bay, and my tent, you might be able to see it, tucked back in the trees. And it's all national forest, and there's actually kind of a rustic campground, sort of undesignated sites just north of me. Very quiet. Tomorrow it's likely going to rain all morning along with the big wind, so I think I'm gonna set an alarm to get up early and get going and try to be on the water before it starts raining. It makes a big difference if you don't have to take your tent down in the rain. Oh yeah, and because I was in Hessel, I stopped by the little store down by the market and I bought a couple of these little cantails. So I figured I'd celebrate my last night wild camping. This one's gin and tonic, and it was a little warm, so I wrapped it up in my kayak camp bandana
and stuck it in the lake for a couple hours. It's nice and cool now. Celebration of what is probably my last night of wild camping on this trip. It's kind of surreal to be ending a trip like this in an area that I've been tons of times. I used to camp out here quite a bit. Do you have a favorite camp cocktail that you like to make or bring with you when you're off adventuring? Let me know in the comments below. Kasuta, which is cheers in Greenlandic, or I guess because this was in the UP, kipis, which is Finnish for cheers. I remember that from the Cheneaux.
So, don't know how well you can see me, but it is a bit before 6 a.m. There's a big storm just north of me, and I'm going to try to sneak out ahead of it. It's blowing generally to the southeast, and I need to go to the southwest. And so I had a few sprinkles early on, but I think most of it's blowing over where I was yesterday. So I'm going to try to get around these points and out to the islands, and then I should be in the clear. Rain-wise at least, but it's still going to be windy. I'm sure I'm not forgetting anything. Alright, let's go. I haven't had many pre-dawn starts on this trip. Maybe just one when we left Fort Wilkins State Park in the Cheneaux in Copper Harbor. We got up early because we knew we would have a really long time just getting on the water. This one's more tactical decision. Get up early now so I can make it where I need to get in a weather window. Oh man, I love paddling in the twilight. It's so fun. I don't know if I just heard a wave crash on the outside or if it was thunder. I might not get too far. I might have to go to shore to wait this out. The clouds, geez, they're getting hammered over there with rain. And then off to the north, holy shit, okay. I'm gonna get to this point and figure out what to do from there. That was a big strike. Well, so much for my tactical decision to get out. Lightning going on now, but I couldn't see from shore. I've only made it like a mile. I'm gonna sneak in here. It looks like there's a nice rocky area, big trees, and I'll try to get in. Jesus, yeah, I'm getting off the water. Shoot. Come here. How'd you come undone? I kicked you. Gonna be tight in here, but it's off the water. Oh wow, look at that. Okay. GoPro, stop recording. The main cell of the storm is blown by. It's gotten a lot brighter, and I haven't heard any thunder in about 20 minutes. So that's usually when we say we're safe to go back on the water. 20 minutes from the last thunder or sight of lightning. I haven't seen either, so Yeah, no. Looking off to the south of the Lake Cheneaux now, like that's where the rain is. So there's probably going to be more pockets of rain as I go, but I think that thunder is by, that lightning is by me for now. Well, I turned the camera off because I was hiding under my tarp, but yeah, I got pretty excited there for a few minutes. It was good. I can still see where I camped. It's right over there. I did not get very far. Look at these things, they're beautiful. Make sure you can actually see them. There we go. Oh, look at these, I mean, it's gorgeous. Scary, but gorgeous. Like looking at a lion. That will eat you, but it's beautiful. Do you ever have those feelings where you just have unease? Kind of where I'm at right now. The water's beautiful. It's nice and cool. The clouds are gorgeous, but at the same time, there's this massive thunder cell over there that's just roaring away from me. That is roaring away from me now. But the air feels very, I don't know, unsettled, I guess. Just the pressure is very low, and there's just this weird breeze. I don't know, it feels strange. Even with having to go ashore with that big thunder cell, I still think I made the right decision of getting going early. At least this way, I'm still on the water earlier than I normally would be if I just woke up normally. And also made sure that all my equipment is dry in my hatches. The only thing that I had to get wet was the tarp for shelter, and then my own clothing, and I'm actually quite dry right now. So I think it still worked out pretty well. I'm crossing over to St. Martin Island, and so I had a couple options for route today. I could island hop, so St. Martin Point, St. Martin Island, Big St. Martin Island, then back to the mainland on the other side. And that'd be a couple crossings that are no more than 2 miles at most each. And then the other option would be to follow the shore all the way into the bay and all the way around. And it would probably add 5 to 8 miles probably on my route. So with the island hopping is that it's much quicker to cross this way, but due to the exposure, and if another one of these cells blows through, I can get stuck out here for a while. But as I go, I get a bit of shelter from the wind on these crossings, which aren't bad, but it's supposed to turn more into the west, which is right where I'm going. If I followed the shore, it'd be technically safer because I have more cover. I can run into shore pretty much anywhere. But it means I would have the wind the entire time. And that's a very shallow, marshy shoreline as well. So it would not necessarily be the most fun to paddle along, especially if the winds and waves pick up. So again, it's all about judgment. I decided it's probably safer for me to cross these couple of times because I can be across the bay quicker and I have more chances to get out of the wind if it does pick up badly. What a morning. It's not even 7:30 yet. Oh, Jesus. Pay attention, Gimbo. See, that's why I shouldn't talk to the camera. I would have ended up sitting on that one. Okay. Get around this shoal. It's getting darker. You're going to get rained on. I called it. It's starting to rain. Oh man, this is great. At least it's not thundering. I just said that out loud. Why did I say that out loud? It means it's gonna lightning now. Oh well. I'm gonna get close to the shore, so I have a way out if it does roll over me. Raining harder and harder. Getting gross out here. Definitely thunder going on north of us. I'm going to tuck behind this point to get out of the wind and rain for a few minutes, and hopefully it blows by. I might be close enough I can actually see I might be close enough to civilization again. I can get some cell coverage and check the radar. Oh man, things I do. Well, it's been 20 minutes. I haven't heard another thunderclap or anything, or even a rumble. I think pretty safe to say it's past us, or it's fizzled out. Want another change. There's a road that parallels the shore inland a little ways, and then the freeway is also not very far off, so I can hear the cars, but if there's a lull in the traffic, you can hear the rain on the water, and it's just like a million little needles tapping a pane of glass. Another batch of rain. Mackinac Island, it should be right over there. She's vanished in the rain. Gone, totally gone. So this is St. Ignace. Its chief claim to fame as being one of the ferry towns that go out to Mackinac Island. And that's about it. It's very touristy here. The town shrivels right up in the winter. I don't know if it's still around, but there's a place in town that served the best blueberry pie I've ever had in my life. It's really good. I smell grilling meats. It smells really good. I'm hungry. How cool is this? Awesome. All right, here we go. Da-da-da! Lake Michigan, baby! Yeah! Where it is both sunny and windier. I made it to Lake Michigan. Cool. Now only, several hundred miles of shoreline to go that way to get home. Nah, just kidding. I'm gonna stop here. Well, if the weather's good, I'm gonna stop over there tomorrow. But I think it's about time to find a place to camp. I think the state park is gonna be really nice, and let me sneak in somewhere. Back to Lake Huron. There we go. Back in the good old Lake Huron. Feels good to be home. happy to end today. It was warm. Holy cow, it's warm now.
Tune across the canyon, whispers of the day gone by. At night you can hear the coyotes echo. The hills let out their lonely sigh. You can see the cowboy. Found a great. What's that? Oh, there's a tree branch. So the black flies are on the beach. So hang out in the trees where there's only a few mosquitoes. Let's clean you off a little bit. There we go.
Hey, hey, while the sun is shining.